Good morning, afternoon, evening. Sometimes it's like the Truman Show around this joint. But I'm back. My name is Camilla Tyler, and I'm back with my truth. A true story. The truth. Today we're going to read some more poems, and we'll have some truth that came through in my dreams last night. If y'all don't know, I have a very high interest in finding a cowboy. Anyway, my truth is I don't know my parents. I don't know my bloodline. I haven't given anyone permission to have a power of attorney over me. I am very confident. I'm also disabled, meaning unable to do certain things to hold down a job. I need a double knee replacement surgery and another surgery. And I also have suffered from depression for many, many years. Been in therapy a lot, and I guess that's why I've gotten to the truth. I'm going to read some poems today, and we'll continue to talk about this truth, because if you don't know your truth, I suggest you get to it. I suggest you find it out. I did my DNA, but Ancestry.com is not offering me any truths. I'm blocked. So until those who know the truth unblock the truth, come and tell me the truth, this is going to be my truth. And again, don't know my bloodline, don't know my history, my heritage. I have no memories. One memory at the age of 5 and none before the age of 7. So, and the one at the age of 5 is very horrific. As I get deeper into this truth, it's starting to open up. So I think I'm ready to hear what many probably don't think I'm ready to hear. And some just don't want me to hear. I'm guessing some of y'all out there don't want me to hear the truth because it has to do with a lot of money. But I don't care about that money. God provides for me. I have lived a life full of miracles, a life full of wonders. I've been all around the world, and my next adventure, I will be venturing out to Africa, place I've wanted to go my whole life. So, I got some poems from my chat book called Stealing. The first one is called Stealing. Taking that which is not yours, taking that which is not yours is not an art form. There is no majesty in stealing. It's shameful for the world to conform. To the lowly common peeling, victims are left raw and chafe, reeling on how they did not secure precious items vowed to keep safe, thankful for the insight to ensure the loss of security can never be replaced. The birth of a nation rises from this, glory and splendor displaced. Sovereign amenities amiss, the truth is plain for all to see. Yet some see a greatness. Stealing lives and wives can't be. Yet these actions are crimeless. Hard to ensure life beyond unbelieved unworthy. Glorified stealing seen as a right. For some are blessed by clergy. And some just know they're right. You can make amends for past stealing, wash away the sins of genocide. Giving is the new way of dealing, pushing with rigor the end to suicide. Stealing, a low, feeble act, left this nation grieving and seething. But giving is the rescue of fact, the best for healing, swift under wing. That's stealing. The next poem is called Thieving Bastards. Thieving Bastards. Oh boy. Thieving bastards always know a crack of weakness you show. To them it seems a slight, to you it shows strength of might. Thieving bastards tried to come slick, yet everyone took a lick. To them no shame in the game, to you their shame my fame. Thieving bastards plot to trick, trying over and over and falling sick. Never understanding the size of my fight, still they push for outcomes without light. Thieving bastards finally reach too low. A hop, skip, and a leap I grow. The constant insanity is lame, treating me like shit, expecting the same. Thieving bastards had no idea I was on to them, a trap and a snare and a slightly torn hem. A nose like a horn with godly calm. I inhaled from you your tiger balm. Thieving bastards forgot about smell. Texas heat in the pocket swells. Dumb enough to be a thief, stupid enough to turn no leaf. Thieving bastards can't swim the current of truth against a whim. Events played out like a psalm. I'm sipping peach schnapps under the palm. Thieving bastards didn't get a sale. To us, all is well. To them, it brings grief. So sit and brood, you common thief. And the last one is called Stealing Joy. Stealing Joy. A thief gets a TV and some cash, your weed and a last piece of hash, takes it quick and then leaves in a dash. The moment feels like a flash, undiscovered, unseen, and clean, disrupting the day and the whole scene. The timing has left you lean. Emotions and anger build you mean. The process of recouping loss, the lowly thief is now boss. Upon my joy grows moss. A thief and his habits needs a floss. Every victim should have a day to show true loss of a thief's way. The thief present and should stay. Under the burdens left behind they should lay. Buried beneath stolen trust, once a friend in lust, cutting ties is a must. Before an act of violence is a bust. There's no joy in knowing it was you. Clearly you waited until a moment came true, chitting and getting the entire day through. You struck with skill as you do. Stealing, I see now, is your thing. One moment you can't afford, now a ring. In the morning, no bling. The evening, now chicken wings. With all the sides plus beer, my heart is heavy with you near. Yes, you got away with it, dear. Strutting like a peacock with no fear, I know it was you who took from me, boy, looking and acting so coy, leaving my life in destroy. Not my friend, but a thief who steals joy. So that's kind of the theme today of my truth. It's stealing. People have stolen from me. And they have sat around in groups and parties and talked about it, talked about all the bad things that they've done to me. They have laughed, endlessly and found great joy in the fact that I'm probably a very wealthy woman without a dime to my name. I smile because I know the truth of that now. And the truth of that is my wealth is with God. If I want it, I ask. If I need it, it's given. It's simple. You see, I believe in miracles. I believe that good things can happen to you even though a bunch of people want bad things to happen to you. I don't like a thief. A thief has no idea what a person, what kind of work, what a person puts into acquiring what they have. Now, I know that some of y'all out there have required great wealth off of me being sad, depressed all these years. And you sit around and you talk about it. When I was homeless, you probably drove by me laughing. Oh, it was funny. But I don't think very many of you who've been laughing at me sitting at parties, drinking cognac, smoking blunts, I don't think you laughing at me now. You see, I think you got a hard road to hoe. I think you broke. And that makes me smile because you was broke before you stole from me. But had you worked with me, done things together, we would all be feeling the wealth that I feel right now. I'm on Social Security. I make my money work for me by making smart choices, smart decisions, by making plans. Not just one plan and crying and getting upset when it don't work out. I make several plans. I do several things. I'm highly creative, thank you, Spirit, because I get that from God. It is one of my gifts, one of the many gifts. You see, some of y'all only got one or two. I got a bunch. So when you step in the way of one, out comes another. That has been my life. And that is why life is successful. Gratitude leads to success. Being thankful for the little. Like, here's an example. Years ago, when I was in Texas, I bought a car when I got my settlement for being disabled. And I didn't like it. So I went back and I got the one that I liked when it came on the lot. And while I was there, I asked the guy, hey, my sister needs a good running car. She has this truck and it's not running well. She always repairing it, always trying to find somebody to fix it. And he goes, what kind of truck is it? And I told him what it was. And he said, oh, I'll trade her straight through for the truck. And she can have this car. And it was a cherried out Ford Taurus. It may not have been what she wanted, but it was what the universe was providing her. A car with air conditioning that don't need repair, under warranty, and will get you from point A to B no matter how many curves you take. Right? I presented that idea to her, and she screamed at me, I don't want that. And immediately it sent me into remembering what God told me years ago. He said, you do well with what little I give you, so that I feel confident in giving you more. Because if you can't appreciate the little bit that you get, you're not going to appreciate the big lump sum that drop in your lap, the big miracle that happens. I appreciate everything that happens to me, good or bad. And here's why. Inside of every bad thing that's happened to me, I have found something that's so good and priceless that no one can take from me. Yeah, because there's that. Inside of the good, I have found it may not be a big, huge lump sum of money. It may only be $1,000 a month. But to me, it's $1,000,000 a month. And every month I have $1,000,000 ideas. I have learned to take what you have and to make it into what you want. I am thankful not only for the things that I receive in this life, but for what the people around me receive. You see, you have to be happy for those in your life, whether they get a toothpick or a log, a redwood tree to build a house. You have to be happy for people in your life. You have just as if you're happy for yourself. If you can't be joyful for the people around you when they're receiving their joy, you will start to see things be limited with you. And then you'll start to see you get nothing, which is what I suspect is going on right now. The people that have stolen from me, they broke. I'm asking to say this with grace and humbleness. They broke. They worked it for as long as they could. But I'm guessing, getting through intuitively, that big lump sum that they was hoping to cash in, they can't cash it in. That bank they was going to, that person ain't there no more. They can't transfer that wealth in their name. They can sit there and lie and say, I'm incompetent, I can't manage my affairs. But here's a few things I'm going to throw out there to the universe, especially to the FBI, CIA, Black Ops, whoever is watching this. I'll take a hair follicle test. I'll take any drug test. I'll match my credit rating. I'll match what goes on in my bank account with what goes on in y'all's. All you people accusing me of all this stuff, let's match. Line for line. You can snatch a pubic hair and take a hair follicle test. It'll tell you exactly when I quit smoking weed, when I last did any drugs. The drugs I have in my system are prescribed. Yeah. Let's match. Hair follicle against hair follicle. Test against test. Statement against statement. Certificate against certificate. Let's match. And then you will see who's really telling the truth. Because that person that went out there and lied and said I gave him an STD, don't you gotta have to have sex to have a sexually transmitted disease? Don't you? I'm pretty sure you do. I never had sex with that person that's dying from an incurable STD. Never even kissed them. That's how bad they lying on me. I'll match. Lie for lie. Steal for steal. Follicle for follicle. Test for test. Certificate versus certificate. I'll match. And then we'll see. Because now what I'm seeing is so much of y'all was up in my energy, lying on me, slandering my name. So many of y'all. And look at you now. Look at me now. Look at you and look at me. It ain't hard to tell who telling the truth. Okay? I call back all of my energy. I call in all of my power. I took everything back. Yeah, because I listened to the Most High. I took everything back. Look around, people. I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I don't fuck with candles. I told y'all that before. I got hands. I don't mess with candles. I got God. I don't need a candle. When I want to light a candle, I go to a church. I don't do nothing to nobody but put out goodwill, good vibes. That's that Tyler Healing vibe. Yeah. That Tyler Healing vibe. That's what that is. That's what we gonna call this too. Tyler Healing vibe. Because here it's good vibes only. That's right. That's right. Yeah. One of the greatest things that I've done for myself is to call back my power. I did not realize how powerful I really was. Oh, I get it now. I see it now. I feel it now. I know it now. Not only do I know it, but I see it on some of y'all's faces. Yeah, I sure do. I see it on some of y'all's faces. And some of y'all, you can't hide what you've been doing to me. And all it takes for the hauntedness that you feel, all it takes for the misery that you feel to go away, is for you to apologize. It's for you to get with God. Really get with God. And I don't mean know that Bible inside and out. Go to church every Sunday. Sit up in church on Wednesday. Women's group on Tuesday. Youth group on Saturday. Yeah, I know all about church 6 days a week. All about it. I'm starting to know a little bit more about church 6 days a week. Why my foster mama, my fake mama, would send us to church 6 days a week. She was trying to repent for some shit she did. Some of y'all out there missing a child, I might be it. This is my truth. Is when you don't know the truth, I used to make up stories about who my father was. I used to have dreams about inheriting things from my father. Yeah. Come to find out, that's true. And whoever's sitting on that money, don't want to give it to me, don't want to tell me the truth, shame on you. Life ain't getting no better for you, and you ain't getting no younger. And you ain't looking no better. Right now, the whole community is looking at you like, ooh, look what you did to her. She ain't done nothing to you. Who else in your life, let me ask you that, who else in your life has treated you the way I treated you? I loved all of that family, and they hated me. Talked about me like a dog behind my back, sat and had laughing parties, laughed at me. I could smile now because I ain't going to be the last laugh. That's not being humble. But what I am going to be is truthful. What I am going to be is thankful. Because when you thankful over that little bit, that little morsel that most of y'all throw in the trash, just because you're done eating, you feel full. That little morsel. Or when you drive by the bus stop and you laugh at people sitting at the bus stop. Y'all silly. Because I'm the millionaire sitting at the bus stop. I'm the millionaire walking. Don't have a car. I'm the millionaire living in a friend's house. Homeless. If I wasn't living here, I would be homeless. Yeah. You laughing. But the shit ain't funny now, is it? Is it? Because you put me down so bad, I'm thriving. I'm living the best life. I'm living God's life. I follow God. No, I don't go to church every Sunday. I might go to church maybe 1 or 2 Sundays a year. I might hold church once or twice a week. I might walk down to the church and pray. But I don't go to church every Sunday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Saturday. No, we don't do that. Because that's a falsehood. Y'all sitting up in church on Wednesday, women's Bible group, and Friday you got your legs cocked open to every man that come by the house. Come on now. You know, because you spreading them lies. I'm a thought, I'm a hoe, I'm a this, I'm a that. No. What you need to do is close your mouth and your legs. Ask God for some forgiveness. And go on and tell me the truth that I need to hear. I don't care about that money. Because what God has told me is what meant for me is going to be for me. I'll wait on divine timing. Not your timing. Not the way you doing it. Because the way you been doing it, all that you wishing on me, bibbity boppity booing, your candles, and your stuff, and the picture in the closet. Thought I didn't see that, did you? Yeah, I saw it. I'm highly observant. Just to give you a clue to me, I'm highly observant. So before you sit there and think I'm Boo Boo the Fool like y'all been thinking all these years, no, I ain't Boo Boo the Fool. Picked up the picture out the closet, throw it away, throw away all that shit, and come and apologize and tell me the truth. You can give me my money if you want to, if you still got it. But I'm kind of guessing you're broke. I'm kind of guessing you stole money from me, not just 1, 2, or 3 checks, but maybe 4 or 5. And you're broke. I'm kind of thinking you're not just broke in your wallet, you broke in your heart, you broke in your mind, you broke in your body. You broke. I was broken. You're walking around wanting to be me because that money's sitting in the bank. You can't wait to get it. It's over $1 million now. You can't wait to get it. You wanting to be me. You trying to look like me. Well, I was that person. I was broke, miserable, depressed, sad, wondering what the hell was wrong with me. Ain't a damn thing wrong with me. It's everything was wrong with you. And when I say you, there's a lot of yous out there. There's a lot of people you got into this to hating on me. Look at me. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I talk to God every day. My angels, my spirit guides walk with me. And God rocks with me. He gives me guidance. So last night I had this dream. And you know, if you know me, you know that I've been looking for, not looking, but waiting to be found by this black cowboy, right? So I had a dream last night that all the cows were in the street, running up and down the street, wild steers, cows everywhere. And so the rodeo came to town, but there was nowhere to stay. And so before that happened, though, my family was treating me bad, so I left. I said I'd rather be homeless than to live with y'all. and I was going to go to sleep. And I went in there to go to sleep, and they had thrown my stuff all out in the mud, danced on it, talked bad about it, and then brought it back in the house and put it in my bed. They had stolen everything from me, worth anything. And I had had enough. And I said, I'm leaving. And so I went out and slept in the cow field. So while I was out there, the guy that owned the field came and said, you can stay here as long as you want, da 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 da. And so I said, okay. And so the cows got loose and they was out in the street and everything. They was running wild. And I was like, I can't get them back into the field myself. And then the rodeo came to town. And it was like 150 of them. And they was like, can we sleep in the field? And I said, I don't know. Let me call the owner. And so I called the owner. And I said, let's go hang out in this building over here so we can get out of the sun. We had been in the sun waiting for him. And he tried to call me back, but I had left my phone over in my stuff. And he came to the building, and I introduced him to the rodeo people. And he said, first thing he said was, you got to pay me some money. And the rodeo people said, well, we were going to pay $15,000 to set up on the rodeo grounds and stuff. And there were 15 apartments. We were going to divide them among the people. And some people had tents and stuff. And then the landowner, he said, I'll take $6,000 and y'all keep the rest. And he showed them where they could set up their rodeo and their tents and everything. And then they helped him get all the cows back in. And I went back to where I was camping and sleeping. And he came and he said, here's your cut. I wasn't expecting a cut. I wasn't expecting nothing. But I got something. And it just brought joy to me in my dream. And what I got out of that, folks, is this. Don't expect anything. Don't have no expectations. Do things from your heart. Let God surprise you with the miracle. Be like that. And enjoy, just enjoy the surprise. Just enjoy what it is. What comes. And if nothing comes, then you're not disappointed because you don't have an expectation. And that's what that dream was about. You won't be disappointed. You don't have expectation. I wanted to know who my father was for years. And they laughed when I was crying about it. They was laughing at me. I was crying my eyes out at my mama's funeral, thinking she was my mama. And she died without telling me who my father was. But honestly, I don't think she knew. That's how that go, right? So, I'm over it. I ain't got no more cries for lies. I ain't got no more tears for this situation. But I know some of y'all being haunted. And I know my ancestors is mad. Every ancestor that left me a house, a boat, money, they mad. And they getting at y'all for it. Yeah. You better be careful. You might lose your house and become homeless like I was. You want to be me so bad to get the $1 million. But you need to be careful of what you say to the universe. Because the universe will make me, homeless, broke, depressed. Me. Not me right now. Not me now, but me the way I was on the day that you stole from me. Be careful with what you ask this universe for. Be careful how you moving and what you do to people. Because I'll say this 1,000 times again. The good you want for me is the good you get for yourself. Let's flip that on the other way. The evil you throw at me is the evil that comes back to you. You, me. You, me. That's why I wish all of y'all peace, love, hair grease, comfortableness, smiles, joy. I don't wish bad on nobody, on no situation, no nothing, no matter what y'all have done to me my whole life. And it's been my whole life. My whole life. All y'all have tried to make me down bad. All y'all have taken my energy, my money, and created wealth and riches for yourself. I used to think, oh, they got it through hard work. Oh, they got it through this. Now I know you got it through me. Because look at me now. Look at you now. Some of y'all sick. Some of y'all in prison. Some of y'all so down bad, you in the exact place that you wish for me. Because I am living proof God is real. God is here. God is listening. I am living proof. And some of y'all know that by all them death spells, beauty spells, poverty spells that you didn't put on me. Some of y'all know God is real and God protects the one that's supposed to bring the truth. Some of y'all know that. And you need to act accordingly. Because there's got to be one of y'all out there that can come and tell me the truth that I don't know. Come and put things straight. Give me an address of this house that the ancestor left for me. Y'all wicked, evil, nasty, and one or two of you gonna replace Satan in hell. That's a fact. So let's get with the program. I'm wishing all y'all peace, love, hair grease, and everything lovely and beautiful under the sun. I'm about to go out and get in the sun, take me a little sun shower, and feel good and be thankful. Thankful God woke me up this morning. Thankful I have peaceful sleep and beautiful dreams. Yeah, some of y'all need to be thankful that I'm on here telling the truth, that I ain't hating on you. Because can you imagine, with all this stuff God has given me, if I was using it for nefarious reasons, can you imagine what it would be like? I can't. But I'm sure you can. And you need to be thankful I ain't there. You need to be thankful. I leave it up to God. Because what God gonna do is he gonna try to get you to see him first. And if you ain't seeing him, he gonna try to get you to feel him next. And if you ain't doing that, and you ain't listening to those around you trying to present it to you, then you got to deal with purgatory. So, I'm just saying, you might want to listen. You might want to be thankful I put it up in his hands. And you might want to be thankful that I'm thankful.